Today, we are talking about the most common questions I get about myopia management. All right, question number 4. Why is the progression of myopia a health concern? So the reason why is because if your eyeball is getting longer, what it's doing, it's basically stretching all the internal structures and tissue of the eyeball. And that can put you at risk for eye diseases when you're older. And so increased myopia, in particular individuals that have high myopia, and our definition of high myopia is basically myopia over the power of -6. Individuals with high myopia as an adult will have a much higher risk of developing retinal detachments, cataracts, glaucoma, conditions like myopia maculopathy. So all these conditions are increased if someone is highly myopic. And so if we can reduce that amount of myopia, then that can also reduce the risk of those eye diseases when someone's an adult. And number 5, when should I start myopia management? So the answer to that is you should start myopia management as soon as you start seeing signs of myopia developing. Now that's pretty obvious when you come in for an eye exam and you're having trouble seeing things far away. The eye doctor says, hey, there is some myopia here, I'm detecting a certain amount. There's maybe some options that we can identify to try to reduce the risk of the progression. Now the interesting thing is sometimes we can see the start of myopia before you actually start developing a prescription. So there's something called the axial length, and that's the length of the eyeball. And we can start measuring the length of the eyeball and we can see how it compares to other kids in your same age group. And based on that, we can make a prediction of the likelihood of you becoming myopic as an adult. And so as a result, there are some kids that are not actually myopic yet, but you can see by the length of their eyeball that there's definitely a high risk for them to become myopic, and we might even want to start myopia management in those kids. So the answer is as soon as you start seeing signs of myopia, either from a prescription point of view or from the axial length, that's when you should consider starting treatment.